Tua has been one of the more fascinating players in quite some time to me. So when he enters the league, many people thought of him as not just a good talent, but a generational prospect. Then after a handful of not even the worst games we've ever seen as a rookie, people are already ready to move off of him. Then this year, it seems like even Tua fans are done with him. Tua haters certainly are done with him. He's been put in an awful situation. Pro Football Focus has his offensive line's passing grade as the worst in football, and their receiving grade as the 10th worst in football. Not the worst in the world, but that's a really bad situation. We were all ready to give up on him and kind of call it a season, but I feel like these past few weeks, he's actually been playing really well. So let's start things off with this play. This was a fun play, and we're seeing Tua do this more, right? What was the narrative of last season? It was Tua, he doesn't throw it to NFL open guys. He's waiting for guys to get college open. Well, he's done a great job at just giving his receivers a chance this year. He's done this a number of times. And on this play, so it's going to be a one-on-one matchup on a deep route, and there's safety help over the top. So a lot of times these are riskier throws to make, but depending on where the safety plays, you can potentially make this throw. You just have to do it a lot quicker than you would in, say, a cover one play where you have a little bit more room to work with. Right when Tua takes the snap, a lot of T's in that sentence, you're going to see that there is a receiver who is not really open, but it's an opportunity that Tua can make. Also, that last sentence did not have a lot of T's in it. I don't know why. I just thought about it and said, wait, there was 2 T's back to back. That was it. Anyways, never mind me and my inability to figure out how many letters are in specific sentences. Watch what Tua is going to do. He's going to take this chance. Look, Tua throws the ball down the field, and as you see, you are going to get a good catch there by Devontae Parker, so good job by him. But Tua did a really good job on the throw as well, of just pushing the ball down the field and making something happen. So really good stuff by Tua, I think, on that, and that's kind of something that he's continuously done well. Now, we got to talk about a couple of these throws, which were just like bonkers to me. There was a couple where I'm like, oh, Tua, what are you doing? And then I'm like, wait a second, that was a completion? What are you talking about? This is one of them where it's going to be zone coverage. It's quarters coverage. You have a play action, and a receiver just going to, try to sit into a gap in coverage, gain a few yards. Nothing too fancy. And so Tua takes the snap, does run to play action, and at this point, so you see how this can work, right? Once again, it is Parker who could potentially get through that gap, but it is a small gap, in Buffalo's linebackers, typically in coverage, not the kind of linebackers you want to try too often. Not to mention, Parker doesn't have the best angle right here. He'd probably want to be a little bit further over, towards the offense's left than, to where he's currently at. So this is a really dangerous throw. You're going to have to get it there quickly and get it there in a hurry. However, Tua fits it through that mailbox. So there you go. You talk about a high degree of difficulty throw. It doesn't get much more difficult than that. You could argue, well, he wasn't that far away, sure, but it was still a perfectly accurate throw. He threw a dart right there. And it really, with the short range stuff, Tua is incredible, and he's better than he was last year, in my opinion, at that kind of stuff, especially with how quick he now throws the football. He's getting it out of his hand a lot quicker. Like, this play is going to be another example of something really similar. It's going to be zone coverage. You have a play action, and you see the concept on the screen. It's something that certainly can work. And look at how right when this play starts. So right now, once again, it's Devontae Parker. I didn't do this intentionally, but again, it's very similar, right? There's kind of that gap in between that maybe you could make this throw work, but you're going to have to get rid of it quickly. You're going to have to make the throw quickly, and you're going to have to put it in the absolute perfect spot. This is essentially just the last play over again. As you see, Tua, that's just it's just a perfect throw. It's exactly where Tua wanted to throw it, and you're able to pick up a good amount of yards with Parker right there. So really good stuff from Tua. And again, if he can continuously do this kind of stuff, that's a lot of value. Like, okay, is he Aaron Rodgers? Well, he doesn't have to be. He can add a lot of value in different ways, being a game managerial type quarterback, and that's what he's sort of getting a lot better at doing, quite frankly. Now, there still is stuff like this where what's going to happen here is that it's going to be a man coverage play. Man, it's just a quick little pick play, rub route, whatever you want to call it. And the real reason I want to bring up this play is it's not really going to be done too well. This was one of the few negatives I saw in Tua's game against Buffalo. Was there was just a few plays where I don't know if it's his fault, the offensive player's fault, or the coaching's fault, but this is more of a critique of the Miami offense as a whole. They just weren't always getting on the same page. Look at how, right when this play starts, Tua wants to go for a back shoulder throw right here, because that'll probably work. It's worth mentioning the situation. It's 3rd down and short right here. You have to get to the 27-yard line, which, if this ball is complete, you will get the 1st down. So, big play right here. You see where Tua is trying to make the throw. The issue is that the receiver he's trying to hit just doesn't realize exactly where this throw is supposed to be. Look, throw just a bit off, don't quite get the conversion there, and this wasn't an isolated incident. We saw this a few times. A lot of people might have came away with that game saying, oh wow, Tua missed some throws. It wasn't really him missing throws. It was a lot more of communication errors, more of, he thinks the receiver's running one route, and instead they run a different route. Stuff like that is what I saw a good amount of, and that's something Miami has to clean up. But again, is that Tua's fault? I don't know, but it was a big enough deal that I felt like I should include it in the video. And then we have something like this, where what's going to happen here. So this is a positive play. I wanted to end it with on a positive note, because listen, that last stuff was kind of really the only main negative I had. I mean, there was a fumble that wasn't great. There was also, he was trying to do too much late in the game, threw an interception, but to me, that was more of him just trying to do too much to get his team back in at down 2 scores. I'm not going to kill him for that. This play, you have a deeper route going over the middle, and watch what happens. So the offensive line does their job well. Actually, an edge rusher's helmet popped off somehow. Not sure how that happened. Usually it doesn't happen by an offensive lineman being, not committing a penalty. But regardless, you do see that there is, there's a chance you can make this throw. It's not wide open by any means. You're going to have to get the exact right amount of touch on this, but you can make this work. Look at Tua's throw. It's just going to be a thing of beauty. There was a bit of a push off, but nothing egregious. I don't hate the no call right there, and you're able to pick up a big gain on that one. So good job by Tua of being able to just, throw the ball down the field with accuracy. I think, when people talk about his arm strength, you can have not the best arm and still have success pushing the ball down the field. A lot of times down the field, accuracy matters more than arm strength. Usually arm strength, I care about that more in kind of the over the middle stuff. So he can still throw the ball down the field. It's fine there. I mean, he can, again, weak arm in the NFL is still a very strong arm. Listen, the issues are still the issues with Tua. If you don't like his arm strength, you're just not going to like him as a quarterback. But the other stuff, he's been playing consistently better football these past few weeks. It's a small sample size, but hopefully he can keep it going and become a good quarterback. Because again, sometimes we crown these young guys a little bit too early. We'll see if we've done that with Tua. That's what I think about Tua. What do you guys think so far? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.